Let's buzz him real quick.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider requesting flyby.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
I don't know, Mav. I don't know, Mav.
Alright.
Sabre1, shift to line.
And then when we hit line, once you've hit line, you start walking until whoever your team lead is says that you don't start walking anymore. You go to combat base.
Alright, Sabre1, halt, take 360.
It's pretty good 360. Although, Banjo, you could be looking southeast, because we got 2 people looking south if you look on your shack tag. Yeah, awesome.
Alright, and
Copy that.
how long are we at this halt?
Oh, we were just stopping to practice, I think.
So anything longer than a minute, pretty much, or so you're gonna lay down because it's a long halt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Sabre1, moving out.
Let's go looking wedge.
Fucking
Beautiful
sexy.
Sabre1, break west, contacts to the west on the shoreline. Break now.
Wait for green. And push.
Sabre1, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Good show, gents.
Yeah, that was good. Good job, guys.
Joe, you can pull it in.
Let's do bounding.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do yeah, let's just do like blue team and green team bounding. We'll have to use our imaginations with the environment because this is flat, but yeah. So you go up to them and then they push, and then you go up to them, they push. Well, and as compared to they're there, you push up to them and continue to go and pass them, and then they go up to you and continue to pass you. Obviously, one's faster than the other. It's all about what your environment looks like, also. So let's do that.
Sweet.
Alright, so...
Are we going to be in a wedge or just a line formation?
Normally, when you bound, you want to go in a line formation.
Yeah.
You don't want to take your time getting in a wedge. You know where you know where the enemy is, and you're bounding up to him. You just want to get as much firepower pointed at him, and you want to get to him as soon as possible.
Yep.
Do we have
Alright, so 1-2 blue is going to hold here. Start the base of fire. 1-1 green is going to maneuver up, and we'll bound to you.
Yep.
Okay, so let's call that linear bounding, just for term's sake.
Sure.
When you're going to someone, linear. The other one's successive. Okay.
Okay, I like it. All right, start on my first round.
Okay.
Green is moving. Reloading on the move. Down. Green is set.
Blue moving.
There's an equation. Team leaders, it's all up to you. Okay, so that was team bounding. So team leaders, it's all up to you how far you move. But there's a balance you gotta keep. You want to go as far as possible. However, you want to give the enemy least amount of time to shoot you. So you gotta always find the perfect balance.
I count to 5. I figure if I'm up for more than 5 seconds, I'm gonna get the CSAT's gonna have a beat on me and shoot me.
The acronym, or not acronym, the phrase we have is I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. And so when you run, you're gonna go I'm up, he sees me, I'm down.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You say that. That's what I say to myself in my head as we're running. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down, and we get down. I actually went a little longer this time because there's a long ways to run. We don't have cover here either, so I was just obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously we'd be bounding to cover.
Yeah, always bound to cover.
And you can do the same sort of bounding across each other too.
Green is set.
Blue moving.
Reloading.
Blue set.
Green moving.
Yeah.
Green is set.
Blue moving.
Get the bunny!
Blue team shift fire left.
Yeah, reloading.
All right, set up here.
Green team set.
Blue team moving.
Yeah, and it's a tool. I don't think we as like a unit, the 69th, I don't see anybody doing it all that much. And I feel like we could, and we do it sometimes, but not even enough as well. And so, yeah, the more we can start instituting that sort of movement, I think that the safer and better it will be. How do you do that, Namder?
I'm just literally just moving my mouse up and down, like
Am I doing it?
really quickly. Yeah, like just looking up at the sky and then down at the ground real quick.
Okay. Because like you're waving, and it's your body's making
Oh
like
yeah,
a wave.
it looks
like a worm. That's
do the worm.
all right. So I'm not gonna tell you anything besides you need to get us up that hill, quick, guns up, ready to roll, not exhausted, and we need to wipe out the squad that's up there, the enemy team.
Alright, so Sabre1, form up wedge formation, give me my strong side on my left.
We even have a strong side? I don't even know.
Yeah, it'll be 3 and 1. Your strong side will be 3 and 1.
All right.
Weapon wise.
So Colin, shoot to the other side.
Oh no!
Alright, just
Like that, you would never wanna. You never want to go that far. You always want to try to keep it as equal as possible, but your most heavy would be on one side. When it comes to a 5 like this, you'd want to have equal. I mean, you don't have a choice. You want to cover your ass in case there's someone on the right side. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
alright,
situation.
so to keep it to the best wedge you can, just kind of follow me up. I got a kind of a route in my mind here. So moving out time now. Keep your guns up and ready.
Watch your shack tags. I'll help you keep the formation.
Alright, everyone stop. Okay. Turn around and look at your team. Named her.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay. What is a good thing and a bad thing about using wedge on this hill?
Well, we've got both the flanks covered, but we don't exactly have our rear covered.
The rear in a situation like this, I gotta push you guys. You're coming from the rear, okay? Most times, 99% of the times, your rear is clear because you just came from there, so you don't always have to watch. You don't have to have a guy walking behind you. What's another con you could think of by looking at us?
Well, the point man's pushing up too far because of the change in terrain.
I can't see the other half of the wedge very well.
Okay, so we just had a few things. One, Namder, you're choosing the best path to get up there for yourself. You got to keep in mind you have a wedge spread out, and we have to adjust on the terrain.
Yeah,
Great eyes on that bullet. That's good. Also, look at me and Throg. Let's say the enemy got word of us. They're peek over the top of that hill. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, you guys are right out in the open.
Doom!
Okay, so let's just stay where we are, or stay at this part of the hill. Do you want to continue in a wedge, or what else do you think we could do?
Say form it into like a 2-line column behind me.
Okay. Go ahead and describe that. Get what
Like
do you mean by
like a stagger column.
that? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. That's what team lead wants. All right, let's push up a little bit.
All right, Sabre1 shift to a line.
Perfect.
So notice because of our armor how long it takes us to get to a line here.
Okay.
We're forced to slow down on this big hill.
Let's go ahead and halt real quick. Let's say the enemy didn't have word that we were coming up that hill. Would it have been a good idea to maybe come to a short halt right before we hit this huge incline and then go to a line?
Probably. Also, now I'm thinking too. If we had bigger teams, I could push one team further off to our south a little bit and bring them up that tail end of the hill there.
Okay. Also, the enemy is in that building. Who's the closest person to the building right now?
Yeah, I got Banjo over there.
Yeah, so the second he peek, he's gonna be the first one to pop up. He's gonna get wrecked by every single person. How do you adjust from here?
So I'd probably have Banjo and Banjo and Bullet on this side. I'd probably have them peel off, cross behind me, and get on the other end of the line.
Okay, so now you want to make a big major movement like that on site. Try to keep your movements to a minimum.
Okay.
I'm not trying to shoot you down, it's just
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to come up with ideas on the fly because I really don't know.
It would be a right side line shift forward,
We could all take 10 steps to the right.
which basically means we would hold our position.
That'll stop Banjo from being the first person being seen.
That's a good idea right there. Who's gonna be your pivot point?
Namder is. 'Cause he's in
Name
the
it.
center.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could do it that way. You could even do Banjo as your pivot point, and everyone just move like a counterclockwise hand, and we could all just walk up like that, just to get online with the building. Either way, it's up to you. That way would make it so Banjo and Bullet don't have to backtrack at all.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how am I calling that out across the radio that I want to make that line? Well, the left, basically. You know, am I telling Banjo to halt, pivot on Banjo?
Face the object, or you could just say, you know, short halt, or don't short halt actually, because you're this close. You want to keep moving. Just say right side, pick it up, or right side, pivot inwards. It's honestly, it comes down to unit. Whoever, as long as whatever you need to say, so that everyone knows what you're talking about. So it's totally up to you guys.
Okay, so if I say right side, pick up the pace, we're gonna be shifting our direction to 6-9 toward the building.
You know what's even easier? I just thought of it. You could say team pivot on Banjo. Pivot direction, obviously. Pivot left on Banjo.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then, yeah, so we're gonna move. We're gonna start pivoting.
So Banjo would hold still for now.
Banjo, you're the pivot point.
Yeah,
So
you
you're gonna
wanna
stay still. This looks a little messy, guys, but that's fine. It's supposed to. This is all new.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second you get to that point, where you think, okay, now we're online, you're gonna just go ahead and say, team forward or team push forward.
Right. So okay. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm tracking.
Okay.
All right. So Sabre1 push forward.
Now we're all somewhat equal distance from the enemy.
Going right.
And this, we all know this. This is just clearing. We've done training on this. Alright, you want to consolidate?
Yeah, let's pull it in.
Alright.
Alright.
What do you guys think of that?
It's good training.
Yeah, I like
Nice.
Okay. I wasn't trying to shoot you down at every time. It's just if I can find a fault, then that means you can get that much better. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, that's what I need. I need that. Hey, think about this, think about that kind of stuff. So.
And it seems kind of cruel, but you basically want everybody to get contact at the same time.
The exact same time. So that way the enemy's fire is not concentrated on Banjo, and we don't have to clean up his brain matter off the ground after we take the objective.
Aww.
Yeah.
We love your brain, Banjo. We want to keep it in one piece.
You gotta keep it in mind. There are no restrictions on how you lead your team. There's no restrictions. Your team is Jello or fucking clay, whatever. You fucking mold it to however the situation is. Nothing is too stupid. If it's stupid and it works, it ain't fucking stupid.
I like it.
Amen.
That's what we live by. Okay. Anyone else? Input?
No, I thought that was good. And we don't pivot enough, and I think we get really confused when we pivot. Whenever we're pivoting, whoever is on the end of the pivot, like if we're pivoting right or pivoting left, whoever the far right or far left person is, does not move. I just want to reinforce that, right? Until we call another move to move forward.
Yep. So Banjo, when he says pivot left on Banjo, or let's say pivot right for sake, pivot right on Banjo. Banjo, now you're on the right side. Or whoever he says, you are now at the end of the line, or you're the pivot point. You're the clock. Okay?
That means I don't move, or what?
Yes, that means.
That means you stay still.
You stay still, and everyone else is gonna move. Just imagine a clock hand, all right? Whoever he
We're
says
gonna revolve around you.
Yes. Yep.
I got you.
Okay. And it literally, like I just said, you can say anyone in the formation to pivot on. Okay.
Yep.
It's too simple. But the reason I didn't want to pivot on Namder is it's just backtracking. I hate backtracking. I hate going backwards. I want to be moving forward at all times. So even though it's just a few steps, Bullet and Banjo had to move backwards, and I don't like that. Because that's just ground you're losing. But yeah. Anything else?
No, man, I thought it was good.
Bullet?
Standard operating procedure, sir.
Yeah, it's pretty basic shit.
Job well done.